Example number 2 of being murlied. Which is where there is a massive rift. Split dropping of the friendships that were between Meghan Markle and a celebrity. Let's just put it. Did Serena Williams just diss Meghan and Harry right to their faces? I'm happy that your girlfriends moved to America. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know nothing about that. Hold up. Before you scroll past this, you need to understand what just happened, because this tea is scalding. And it's about to change everything you thought you knew about Hollywood friendships. Meghan Markle just got the most humiliating rejection of her entire post-royal life. And it came from someone she thought would never ever turn their back on her. We're talking about Serena Williams, the same woman who defended Meghan through every scandal, every controversy, every media storm. The woman who flew across the world for that royal wedding, who spoke up when nobody else would. And now Serena planned an exclusive girls' trip to Lake Co., invited her carefully chosen circle of elite women. And Meghan Markle's name was nowhere on that list. Not forgotten, not overlooked, deliberately excluded. But wait, it gets so much worse. When Meghan found out about this trip, she didn't just sit quietly. She started making calls, sending voice notes, practically begging for an invitation. And the response she got back: silence, cold, calculated silence, or worse, polite brush-offs that basically said, "We're keeping this drama free." Which in Hollywood speak means, you're the drama we're avoiding. Here's what's really wild, though. There's another woman on that guest list who's everything Meghan's tried to be, but could never pull off. Thynn, the Maroness of Bath, just casually living the life Meghan fought tooth and nail for, except she's doing it with actual grace instead of constant headlines. The contrast is so stark, so obvious that even the elite social circle can't ignore it anymore. One woman plays the game perfectly, the other one has become the cautionary tale everyone whispers about. And when I tell you what really went down behind the scenes of this social assassination, you're going to understand why it isn't just about a vacation. It's about the complete collapse of Meghan's carefully constructed empire. Meghan and Serena, for a while, truly looked unstoppable. They first met at the 2010 Super Bowl charity event, and from that point on, it seemed like they were always seen supporting each other. Serena was front row at Meghan's royal wedding, cheering on her friend. Meghan was courtside at Serena's matches, showing up with genuine pride. But this friendship didn't just quietly fade. It unraveled piece by piece. And plenty of insiders saw it coming. They say as Meghan's fame grew, so did the sense that every hangout, every conversation somehow circled back to her story or her struggles. Group chats got awkward. Invitations stopped appearing. The fun became complicated. Serena, always the calm in the storm, made it clear what she wanted: peace, loyalty, and no more drama. Never seen her, never heard of her, don't know her. People close to their world started admitting that Meghan's constant headlines and her need to spotlight herself wore everyone out. One put it simply, she just made every room tense. while Serena moved forward, focused on family and true connection. Meghan got stuck in her own spotlight, unable to find a graceful exit. What once looked like an unbreakable alliance simply came apart. Their bond was undone, not by scandal, but by exhaustion and a fundamental shift in values. The message seemed clear. Not every friendship survives the pressures of a changing public image. Now, let's turn to Emma, who has quietly redefined the social scene. Her story is about subtlety and strength. Her father is a self-made Nigerian billionaire, her mother an English socialite, and Emma grew up learning how to handle powerful rooms without demanding attention. My name is Emma Thynn. I'm Teshantok and I'm a proud member of the Cross community. I'm a mom of 2 boys called John. She became Britain's first Black Marches. With quiet confidence, never needing spectacle. Instead of chasing spotlights, Emma built her own brand, supporting charities and earned real respect from the old guard. She danced with grace on Strictly Come Dancing, collaborated with top designers, and her food brand became a genuine success, all without the hint of a scandal. What separates Emma is her refinement. People say she lifts everyone up around her and never brings chaos to the table, which is exactly why she was front and center at Lake Co. She fit in, stayed composed, and let her actions speak for themselves. Emma's path is everything Meghan hoped to create. Breaking barriers, earning a seat at the table, and changing perceptions. The difference is Emma did it by adapting, building bridges quietly, and letting her authenticity shine. Meghan tried to force the doors open, but Emma simply walked through them, welcoming every step of the way. That's why the contrast is impossible to ignore. In their world, authentic class and consistency outshines controversy and constant reinvention. It's this simple truth that now leaves Meghan outside looking in. Let's talk about what really went down at Lake Co. Because when you understand the specifics and the timing, you realize just how brutal this snub truly was for Meghan's reputation. This wasn't some casual weekend getaway thrown together at the last minute. This was a meticulously planned, ultra-exclusive retreat held at one of the most coveted estates in all of Italy. And it happened to fall right around August 4th, Meghan's 44th birthday. Carrying on with her birthday celebrations, likely at her home in Monteito with Prince Harry and their children, and of course preparing for yet another product launch for her business. As ever, Meghan has seen rave success with her brand launches thus far, all of which have sold out in a matter of days. Yes, that's right. The exorbitantly expensive pots of jam gone. The special honeycomb jars with their honeycomb inside them gone. And, unsurprisingly, the wine also gone. The location was nothing short of spectacular. Villa Diest, the legendary 5-star palace hotel in Cernobbio that has hosted royalty, celebrities and billionaires for over a century. We're talking about floating pools, private boat access, and panoramic terraces overlooking crystal blue waters. The kind of place where George and Amal Clooney keep their own villa just down the shoreline, where Chanel hosts their cruise shows, and Where discretion isn't just expected. It's guaranteed. The guest list read. Like a who's who of sophisticated power. Players. Emma, naturally, was the crown jewel of the group. Fashion executives. From major European houses, a former UN Goodwill ambassador whose name alone opens doors across 3 continents. Philanthropists who quietly move millions without ever seeking credit. And business leaders who built empires while maintaining their dignity. These weren't attention-seeking influencers or reality TV personalities. These were women who understood that true power whispers, never shouts. But here's where it gets absolutely devastating. As these elite women were posting subtle glimpses in their Italian paradise on social media, Meghan was back in Montecito celebrating her 44th birthday with just her immediate family. The contrast couldn't have been starker. While Emma was sipping champagne on Lake Co terraces, Meghan was blowing out candles at Funk Restaurant in Beverly Hills, thanking her husband and her friends and family for making her day special. But who were these friends? Conspicuously absent from her birthday celebration were the celebrity names that once filled her inner circle. It's her 44th birthday. Happy birthday to you and all that. On Instagram. She's well, there's not really anybody posting happy birthday to Meghan on Instagram. But the most crushing detail, not a single person from that Lake Como trip acknowledged Meghan's birthday. No Instagram stories, no public messages, no private texts that got leaked. The silence was deafening and deliberate. These were women who used to be in group chats with her, who used to celebrate milestones together, who used to show up for each other's big moments. But on August 4, 2025, their silence spoke volumes. When she first caught wind of this gathering, she didn't just passively hope for an invitation.